disappointing result, Adam. You did everything but win it, basically.
Yeah, really proud of the playing group, considering what they've been through the last 48 hours. And like you guys would know now, like, we had 12 of them in bed over the last 24 hours, and for them to turn up today and put in that type of effort, I couldn't be any prouder of them.
It must have been just heartbreaking. You basically let in a try after the full-time siren. It doesn't happen very often, does it?
Yeah, you think about losing in Golden Point, but that one there was different again. Hard one to take, mate.
After all the headlines and speculation this week, it must reassure you that the guys are still playing for you and still putting in 100% effort.
Yeah, they're not just playing for me; they're playing for our club, for our town. They've done that all year. These boys haven't rolled over or turned it up once. They haven't had scorelines that, the narrative out there that we're a basket case or whatever is really unfair, because these guys week in, week out, the injury toll was understated from you guys. Like, it's huge. It has been all year, but they haven't lost their fight. They haven't lost their, competitive spirit, their resilience. They've got that in spades. So, and you put that in a footy team, you can add some other stuff, but that's a key ingredient that you've got to have for a footy team. And I reckon that the town would be proud of them.
I was going to say, I think the crowd showed that with the Newcastle chant there in the second half, didn't they? So.
Outstanding, 21,000. They're great. And I'd love nothing more than for our staff, these players first and foremost, but all those people that turn up and chant that Newcastle chant. I would love for them to win tonight, because the smile on all their faces would have just capped off a pretty shitty week.
You've probably, played worse than that and won games, really, haven't you?
Yeah. There's some stuff there that we have to own as well. Like, we bombed 2 or 3 in the first half, and I'm not shying away from that. They proved costly, the ones we bombed, but then there was some stuff there that is hard to take as well in the second half.
You've been forced to chop and change the spine a fair bit this year. What did you kind of make of Jack Cogger tonight? I thought it was one of his better games for the club.
I thought both the halves tried their hard out, just like I think they were the same as the rest of their teammates. They were all out there. They don't get the raps that the other halves in the competition get, but that, just like the rest of the team, they fought bloody hard.
And when did you know what the team was going to look like, given that the Gastro went through 12 players or 13 players?
Yeah, it was a busy morning on the phone to docs and staff running around trying to get, medicine and food, trying to get some guys to eat. Like, most of them, the vast majority didn't even get to eat before kick-off. Like, they just couldn't hold anything in. So I think we finalised the team. It chopped and changed. I think I wrote the team sheet out about 4 times this morning. But Frizz was the last one to sort of get across the line, him and Jacob. And as you could see with Jacob's minutes and that, I think we played him into 10 or 8 or 10 minute spurts. Like, they just, not in a good place. But we would have had to forfeit if a fair few of them didn't take the field. So, I don't think they're going to let that happen.
And there were some players lost a fair bit of weight in the last 48 hours as well.
Yeah, because of the virus, when it's still there, well, whatever it is, that you can't hold anything in, so you can't eat. So, and then you're losing fluids, obviously. I'm not a doctor, but I would imagine that's what happened.
Leo Thompson played 71 minutes.
Yeah.
He obviously had shoulder on the load with Frizz and Jacob.
Yeah.
Proud of his performance in particular.
Super proud, as I am the rest of them. This fella as well. These two, from the moment I woke this morning, he was on the phone to me, 7 o'clock, we'll be right. Whatever bodies we can get in jerseys, we'll do it. And we went through the ones that were healthy that didn't have it, and fortunately Leo was one of them. And the first thing that these two said was, we got this, and Leo said, I've got 80 of me if you want. So it's great when your leaders are doing that.
How are you, Dane? You got a problem with your quad?
Yeah, no, it was just a cork crook to the outer thigh, more on the ITB, and every time, just carrying the ball, just get a knock. It's just more of a pain thing than anything.
Talk us through the emotions that last couple of minutes, the highs of Jack's field goal and then the penalty and then is it a crazy, have you been involved in a crazier sort of last 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's something we've spoken about throughout the year. Obviously, the refs and everyone have got a lot of decisions to make, and they're under a lot of pressure to make calls. And we've always spoken about we don't want to rely on them for the result of any game, whether it's the right call or the wrong call. We just want to focus on ourselves. Like as you said, we left a few tries out there, but those last couple of minutes were a few mixed emotions. Obviously, Cogs come up with a big play for us and hit that field goal. That wasn't set up. It was just him playing off the cuff, and then for them to get that penalty, I thought it was a bit of a hard one. I thought we were pretty set at marker, and my interpretation was he stepped forward off the mark, which put Jacko in that position. But like we said, they missed that goal, and we had an opportunity then to, I guess, hold them out, and then we get a charge down, and then I guess that's my fault being unaware of the rule. Once the ball's charged down, everyone's back on side. So yeah, we've had that throughout the whole year against the Roosters, and we've always been in it, but just haven't been able to finish it. So yeah, we've still got a few games left in the season, and no one's dropping their heads. We're all professional athletes, so we go back, look at where we need to be better. But like Adzi said, there was a massive effort from so many boys today who got up just to field a side, and then I think in that first half we only had one interchange, I think it was, and like I said, boys that have been crook, like that's an unbelievable effort, and you can't coach that sort of stuff. It's just got to be in the individuals, and we've got a bunch of boys in there that turn up and put in for each other every week.
Adam, is it a 48-hour type virus? Do you know so far? I mean, because obviously you've got Canberra next week. They're going to be drained from this. It's going to have a roll-on effect.
Yeah, it is. The guys that got it first Thursday were ones that were sort of the best today. So you'd like to think with the amount, and I was hoping that yesterday, the captain's run, we had 5 guys turn up for the captain's run. We had to quarantine the others. So I thought, well, I'd rather have 12 not here than have 5, have the other way around, and then they all turn up today, no good. So, look, I'd like to think that we'll hopefully get it out of the joint by the time we go down to Canberra.
Did you have players on standby, reserve grade players on standby?
Yeah, so obviously Elijah, we had Elijah, and then Heathrow. We ruled Jonesy out, but you can only have your 22. I don't know whether we could. And our reserve grade had a bye, so some of them were away, and we had our 22 here, which was fortunate.
A lot of headlines and pressure this week when you coach. Do you think the way you played today sort of showed everyone's united and behind your coach?
Yeah, well, that's it. We've all got a job to do, and I know this bloke here always puts in 100%. He's up late at nights, cutting video, watching games, preparing us the best he can. So us as individuals, it's up to us to go out on that field and put in a performance where we can win games. So I don't think you get that type of performance if there's any division within the playing group or coaching staff. So we all wear the same brand, the same logo, and we're all in this together. So yeah, we all have each other's backs no matter what. So yeah, I think the performance shows tonight.